realizing that I don't have my mic in front of me. Though, this is episode 14. I want to get at least 20 episodes in or less. So, I know we're getting close to the end. And once we do that, I'll go into my next project, which I haven't decided on yet. Maybe y'all will have decisions for me on that. But, in the meantime, we are going to continue where we left off, and as you can see, the bandana is finally on Big Boss. So, let's get on to it. Just checking the time right now. Yeah. Let's get these awards out of the way. Not right now. I'll do that off the air. But, strangely enough, I'm able to do the events without having a PlayStation Plus membership. That being said, we're on this. So I wanted to, like, I'd rather do other stuff on here that's more productive. But anyway, I got some more outfits. So we got these here. Anyway, oh, and I did get the wormhole floating system, but I'm not going to use it except during events. So you're more likely you won't see it on here. So let's get into this. Oh, that's right. I gotta do side missions. So, because we're at the point now where they're doing the investigation of Dr. Emmerich, also known as Huey, on here, and that does require us to do some stuff. Now, equipment, I want to make sure my tools. Like, I don't think the wormhole system is up yet. So we are going to go ahead and get everything ready. She's got that on. There we go. Sorry about that. IR firsty. And by the way, it is the 4th of July, so if you hear any explosions in the background, which I doubt, but if you do, it's just because there's fireworks being played. There's fireworks going off at the neighbor's house and a couple of the areas around here, so I don't think it's going to cause any unnecessary things going on, so we'll see what happens on that. here not too long ago.
Be careful down there, boss.
Yeah. Scout the area. We gotta find that guy. Sorry about that. Where are you? There you are. Don't know. I've got a frog in my throat or something here. Alright then. Alrighty.
Roger that.
Now we don't have to worry about anyone. At least not yet. Who are they shooting at? Alright.
Fire! Begin cover fire!
Point us out. They did not catch me. What the?
You gotta
This has
extract
happened
him.
before. I guess we're going to motor base. This has happened before.
Code Talker examined everyone here, and one of us is infected. It's quiet. It was our cutting-edge MRI that finally revealed it. But we don't know what language strain it is. Get back to base. Time for her to talk. You know the room number. 101.
Alrighty then.
You ready to talk? Anything? Still living up to her name. How about you drop the act? Who infected you with a parasite?
We can't let her talk. Put it back.
All I want's a name. That won't trigger anything. Tell me. Tell me! Your lungs have been barbecued. There's traces of rubbing alcohol in your alveoli. This was found adhered to your lungs, intact. A petal. White Star of Bethlehem. The hospital. Skullface sent you to Cyprus to kill Snake. You were burned inside and out. That should have been the end of it. But, all things considered, you look pretty damn healthy. We have Skullface to thank for that, right?
I was the only one capable of applying them to parasite therapy. Until he stole them from me.
Why are you here? Did Skullface send you? Or did you have your own score to settle with the boss? Refreshing? Salt water.
No! She'll die!
yours to take.
Enough. That's enough. If she wanted to kill the boss, he'd already be dead. Same goes for us. She's had plenty of chances. She can talk. She's not here to kill anyone. You're wasting your time. It doesn't matter why she's here. She works for you now. She's in love with the legend.
What makes you so sure?
I was the same way once.
What if she's a spy?
What if I'm a spy? For you? Go on all day.
Boss.
Let her go. She won't speak, so she can't spread the infection.
Na begitten Tisch? Nicht na gitten Tee.
Oh.
Idiki plak anat e.
Oh. Ako kode jistes ni.
Dne bizad.
Belagana gesnita. Kato be yasteta. Aseetota. 同等にした。同等にした。
Dedication. Or stubbornness, depending on how you want to look at it.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid. Boss, some of the kids we've been keeping here have escaped. We don't know why they ran off, but it may have something to do with Ralph's death. The intel team's looking for them as we speak. I'll add information to your side ops list as it comes in. You need to locate and secure those kids. I'll try to find out what happened.
Alright. Let's see what we got new here. Then again, it does not have to be a weapon that I use, but a weapon that... Yep, there you are. One hour, good grief. Alright.
Boss, welcome home.
There we go.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Just roll with it. But we are going to visit someone. Where are you?
Heading for objective.
Boss, we gave Ralph, that kid who died in the accident, a burial at sea. The man in charge of that facility has been severely punished. But ever since, the kids have been acting strange. It's obvious they've lost their trust in adults. I was getting reports of them ignoring the staff, or getting insolent, and even violent. And a few days later, several of the kids did a disappearing act. They snuck into choppers and shipping containers and got off base. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. These kids were born in a war zone, and forced to grow up as war fighters. If they're left alone, war is how they'll die. But I thought we showed them there are other reasons to live. I never liked having children on Mother Base. But the thought of them going back to the battlefield and picking up their old lifestyle is something I can't stomach. It makes me think of Chico, 9 years ago. We have to get those kids back. Hell, they know too much about our operation. I never expected even the kids to betray us.
Suspect the unsuspected. But before we do that, wait a minute. Yeah, before we do any of that, we're going to visit Haas.
Research. He's clearly very grateful to you. I'm sure he'll return the favor somehow.
Really? What's up?
What is it, Snake?
More photos.
Who took this? Strangelove? Maybe when she rubbed that sunscreen on me. Oh, I'm trying not to remember it. But you know, despite her quirks, Dr. Strangelove is a good person. I wish you'd come and say hello. I am so tired.
She's dead, so...
I will just lie here a while.
Alright.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived
I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid. Boss, some of the kids we've been keeping here have escaped. We don't know why they ran off, but it may have something to do with Ralph's death. The intel team's looking for them as we speak. I'll add information to your side ops list as it comes in. You need to locate and secure those kids. I'll try to find out what happened.
Boss, we need you to get back a film canister one of our informants hid in the field. He was working under my orders to investigate the extraordinaries that showed up in Cyprus. The man on fire and the floating boy that keeps showing up where they're not welcome. Apparently they were the subjects of some top-secret research conducted by the Kremlin. Unfortunately, that meant our informant drew the attention of the KGB's Directorate S, and they took him out before we could make contact. The good news is he placed a report in a film canister and hid it somewhere in Spookmake Keep. Just before he died, he transmitted VI of the hiding place to us, but the data was cut off partway through. The image is far from clear, but it might provide the clue you need. We'll be analyzing the data further to try to clear it up, but for now, get to Spookmake Keep. The KGB have already dispatched a Spetsnaz squad to retrieve that film canister and cover the whole thing up. Boss, there's no time to waste. Head to Spookmake Keep and use the VI as a clue to find and retrieve that target. Why was Sahelanthropus mobile? How are the man on fire and that kid connected to Skullface's plan? If we can just get that report, we can blow it all wide open. Then we can shake off the last remnants of Skullface and the phantoms he left behind.
Let's get a little closer.
Retrieve the film canister our informant hid in Spookmake Keep before he died. It contains vital information on Skullface's plan. For now, our only clue is the garbled photograph the informant tried to send us before the end. We're working on analyzing the data, but there's no time to wait. A KGB Spetsnaz squad is after the target as well. Boss, go to Spookmake Keep and use the VI to lead you to where the film canister is hidden. It is paramount you retrieve the target before the enemy does.
Be careful down there, boss.
I cannot make heads or tails of that. Wait. Maybe.
me!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright, let's get all these guys out.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Boss, we fully decrypted the VI data. Now the target's hiding place should be clear as day. Check your iDroid. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I'm assuming it's right in this area.
You gotta extract him. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
That's a large hot zone. Crying out loud. No, I wanted to.
Stand down!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Alright, I'm almost out of the hot zone.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Mission complete. Great work.
Alright.
Boss, I have a quick report for you here. We've discovered a radiation leak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform. It's coming from testing equipment we installed the other day. Members of the medical team have been conducting research there, but we'll evacuate them all from the research block to the containment block next to it. Emmerich.
There's no need to worry. No radioactive material is leaked, so the contamination won't spread. We just need to seal off the testing equipment.
I've dispatched the security team to get the researchers out. I'll keep you updated.
That's normally not a good sign.
We finished decoding the informant's report. That floating kid we've run into a few times now. Looks like he was a test subject in clinical experiments. The Soviets called him the Third Boy. The Third Boy was brought to a lab on the outskirts of Moscow from Czechoslovakia, after which he was due to be sent to a research center in Leningrad, then Siberia, and finally an academic town in Novosibirsk. It doesn't appear that the researchers witnessed the talents we've seen from him, but nevertheless he was quite the popular subject. His latent cognitive abilities suddenly awoke en route to Moscow. According to the report, the Third Boy was easily influenced by other individuals' biofields. Evil thoughts, in particular. They affected his mind like a virus. Extreme anger or resentment, motives for revenge, in other words. Now, during the transport flight to Moscow, the boy was exposed to a powerful mental energy field coming from a certain individual. Ever since, being conscious of his powers, he's become a sort of energy generator. What's unique about him is the way his acute telepathic abilities get taken over by another person's will. The boy began to physically parasitize individuals experiencing extreme anger and codify the host's desires. This includes amplifying the host's natural strengths. Or, in accordance with the host's desires, he can also implant program codes in another individual, making them a puppet, essentially. Human neural synapses transmit weak electrical currents between neurons. These electrical currents, though at a level difficult to observe, warp the magnetic field outside the body. The Third Boy is able to pick up these weak fluctuations. Contrary to psychotronics, which involves controlling the human mind, his abilities as a receptor are too high. The emotions he picks up from another individual are amplified and unleashed into his body as they recur in his brain. They turn into microwaves, which then affect the physical world, triggering paranormal phenomena like the spontaneous combustion of organic matter or psychokinesis, moving an object without touching it. There's one other thing. While he's parasitizing a host, the boy's ego gets shut away, allowing the will of the host to take control of his powers, like some annoying static drowning out your own voice. That means he isn't responsible for what's been happening. Somebody's extreme anger has manifested through the third boy's powers in ways none of us could have predicted, which would mean this was going on somewhere around us. Looking back on it, a lot of things make sense now. The man on fire, Sahelanthropus, they both came to life thanks to the third boy's powers. Everything has been happening through him as a catalyst. We first saw him in the hospital on Cyprus. The boy parasitizing the man on fire's desire for revenge gave him his new abilities in return. He next appeared at the Hamid Fighters Fort where the honeybee was hidden. There, the boy parasitized Skullface's vengeful mind. He controlled Sahelanthropus, making it do whatever Skullface wanted. Same goes for when we extracted Emmerich onto the chopper. When he appeared at the Devil's House in Central Africa, Skullface's will controlled the man on fire via the third boy's powers. Everything is clear up to this point. But even the informant couldn't pinpoint
That's the target.
What the host was in the cave within Serac power plant. Sahelanthropus suddenly became active, then crushed not only the man on fire, but Skullface as well. Surely neither of them could have been the host. Who else was at that location and bore anger more extreme than either of them? Whose will was controlling Sahelanthropus? According to the report, emotions transmitted in children's brains affect the surrounding magnetic field more strongly. Cerebral nerves are covered with insulation called myelin sheaths to increase impulse speed. The reason for this leakage has to do with the fact that children's myelin sheaths are still developing. So, how many children do you remember being there? Children with a burning desire for revenge and bearing a grudge against you. I can think of only one. Eli. We don't know what kind of life he's had, but the resentment he's shown toward adults is nothing short of extraordinary. The third boy resonated with Eli's mind. And that means Eli bore the strongest animosity of all individuals within the boy's reception range, estimated to be a 3-mile radius, beating out even Volgan and Skullface. The third boy has probably remained hooked on Eli's anger since. You remember at the Devil's House, the third boy showed an interest in Shabani? That must have been his ego making a rare appearance. He may possess abilities far beyond anyone else in the world, but he's still a kid. Maybe them both being kids was enough to bring them together. And if so, maybe with Eli, he isn't feeding off him, but acting in symbiosis with him. So what kick-started the third boy's powers? If we look at the location and time that his plane went down, we can make a pretty good guess. When the plane experienced the first anomaly, it gave an accurate report of its position to a control tower, due north of the Black Sea, 125 miles east of Kiev. Dead south on the Black Sea is Cyprus's Green Line. So the plane's position was directly north of the hospital where you'd been asleep for 9 years. And this anomaly was reported at exactly the same time that you woke up. The plane was enveloped in flame from the inside out. The fuselage burnt to ashes. There were no survivors. At least not publicly.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Formed a synchronicity with the boy's psyche and were amplified inside his brain. That would have been more than enough to trigger his abilities. Your rage was like a big bang in his head, blowing the lid off his powers. The boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgan was comatose. There, Volgan...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Volgan became the man on fire, hell-bent on getting revenge on you. His instincts led him straight to you.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Snake Eater, or perhaps from even before. Monitoring this pair of extraordinaries, he discovered the hospital and sent his assassin and XOF. Skullface was probably watching the situation from close by. Then,
You gonna extract him?
how useful these two test subjects could be, he approached them. Reacting to Skullface's thirst for revenge, this time the boy let Skullface's will control Volgin. Volgin, at times driven by personal revenge, at times through Skullface's will, kept on moving, though his body was little more than dead meat. Perhaps there were moments where even your thoughts affected him as well. But without the boy's power, it was like the plug had been pulled from the socket. Everything was powered by anger, malice, revenge. This is how the end of the report sums things up. Both the third boy and the man on fire were originally test subjects of paranormal research for military applications, like telekinetically controlling the leader of an enemy nation and making him launch a nuke, or stopping the heart of someone on the wrong side of the Berlin Wall, experimenting with latent human abilities. They were used as tools of the Cold War. The boy's only crime was being born with unique gifts. But he was sacrificed on the altar of war. His life reduced to slavery under other people's wills. Turned into a living weapon with no will of his own. And eventually the only emotion he could feel must have been the desire to get revenge for the hand he'd been dealt. Boss, it's you that awakened the boy's powers. But there's more to it than that. I guess the anger emanating from you was something he could truly relate to.
Well, that's gonna be fun. What's this? Alright, so quiet scout in the area.
Fire! Cover me!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Come on.
This is Pequod. I have arrived at marker. Cover fire. In hot. In hot. Watch out, boss.
Thank you.
Pequod is in hot. Find cover. In hot. Watch out,
Okay,
boss.
subject is in.
This is Pequod. No targets remaining.
And we're out of here.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
There we go. Refreshed, cleaned, and restocked on ammo. I can hear the explosions of fireworks and everything, so it's in the wrong direction for me. Nothing too much, Ace. How's your day going? Are you having a good 4th of July?
Be careful down there, boss.
I'm going the wrong way, am I? Wow, I'm not paying attention at all.
Boss, you need to find those kids who escaped. Fighting's still the only way of life they know. If we don't bring them back, they'll just end up getting killed.
It doesn't help that there's a helicopter nearby, so... I think we're going to need a resupply. Or in this case, a new loadout. Time to get serious.
subject is in.
Want to grab some materials here. While quiet is slinging house. Later. Alright then. Hopefully by the time we get done with rescuing the kids and everything like that, we'll continue to the next mission. So.
Snake, you remember the White Mamba? Of course, he's been going by Eli since we brought him on base. He was the leader of the child soldier unit we took out of that village and into our protection. Well, according to the kids you brought back here, all the escapees were especially close to Eli. There's reason to suspect he's behind all 6 escapes. We've already detained him. I'll be questioning him shortly.
Wait. You'll be?
Ocelot.
You're incapable of taking an impartial stance with those kids. Question them all you want. It'll get you nowhere.
Ocelot, you get too many kicks from your art of interrogation.
It's not a matter of art. It's about quick, minimal strokes of psychological warfare. That's what gets the answers. And it's the best way to keep both questioner and subject safe. The risks only increase the more an interrogation drags on. At that point, it causes as much pain to the inflictor as the inflicted.
Like I said, too many kicks.
What I'm trying to tell you is we need quick results. Otherwise, it'll be too little, too late.
I know that.
And besides, I know the subject. I won't go overboard with a kid.
Forget it. You're not needed. Snake, we'll want to question the other kids too. Be sure to bring them all back.
Can I not land there? Fine. We'll just blow everyone up and rescue the kid. Simple as that. That reminds me. I did find out how to make nuclear weapons. So, the question is, do I want to make one? That is a moral dilemma. I haven't decided yet. Which is worse, that we bypass a truck or the truck didn't see us.
Be careful down there, boss.
I guess you scout out the entire area, don't you? This will be better. I have an attached grenade launcher on there, so that should help. Follow the road.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Get ready.
Alles gespannt, das steht hier. Anfangspositie. Alle hierher. Anfangspositie.
Corner this, he's inside. Must be missing something.
Cease cover fire!
Go downstairs. This'll work.
Boss, about the kids. It appears there's a movement among them to organize against us. I can think of only one person who'd be behind that. I'll continue to look into it.
Alright, we're not going that way. Nope. So...
Roger.
Looks like we're going back the way we came.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Alright. Most stealthiest mission I've ever done. Sarcasm included.
Snake, about the escaped children. Eli confessed. The way he tells it, they wanted to go back to the battlefield. Don't rob them of their freedom, he said. If you bring them all back, there will be consequences. Next to be asking for our surrender.
Consequences? What consequences?
No idea. That's all I have for now.
You're too attached to those kids. Stop protecting Eli.
Listen to yourself.
Let me question him, and we'll get some real answers.
Not necessary. I'll report as and when.
That is one ugly hand. Make sure he's all cleaned up here. Don't think I need a sniper rifle for these. That's what quiet's for. Then again, I should have checked to see if she had the sinful butterfly or whatever it's called. I could use the extra firepower. Bingo.
A whole lot of trouble they put us through. No, making me worry like that.
This is too easy. Then again, sometimes easy is the best. I say sometimes. But at the same time, I feel like it's going to be a big ambush. So far, we've had nothing but security. Huh. Alright. Put you right there. Oh, come on. Alright.
Okay, subject is in.
Alright, so we got this one. And we got that one. Both sides are too far away. Darn it, go down. That was quite far. All right. It's not going to matter, is it? But what is the closest base I can go to? That is the closest. And I believe in this area there is a mailbox thing. So we'll go here. Because we'll just go to the mailbox thing, hopefully undetected. Mailbox is over here, and then when we get done there, we'll go over here. Simple. IV very planful. Oh. There we go. Follow this road. Now, why is D-Horse treated as a single companion? Just in case if I hear a truck, that means that we can do this a little bit easier. Yeah, they don't have one here, so we'll have to go to the one. Generally, small outposts don't usually have mailboxes, so. I give Big Boss credit. He can run without going out of breath. Hello. Oh, she's already found one. Yay. Actually, I could use her to go ahead and find these guys. Alright. Now, we'll go ahead and have her go over here. That way she can scout the area. And we can find out where the other kid's at. Now, if I recall, it's on the other side of the river here. This was one in the base. God, I hope I'm right on this. You're skillful. What's over here? It's on the other side of this place. Okay, I know where I'm going. You do not see me. Go away. But I do see mailbox.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Слышал историю? Там много положили наших ребят. Душман? Я слышу, что его прислали американские террористы в поддержку душмана. Кто-то из выживших рассказывал, что у него на голове рог, что он старается с режимом демона. Кому не верит? Может быть.
Taking out the power system now will limit the enemy's activities at night.
Darn it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Это КП, понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи.
Now we just sit and wait a bit.
Boss, we found weapons in the children's section of the living quarters. As you know, weapons are strictly off limits. We've got some rule breakers. The weapons we found were handmade. Blades ground out of knives and forks, a couple of bow guns built out of scrap, and explosives made using detergents. And get this, the explosives were tightly packed with nails. The kids put the blame on, you guessed it, Eli. I guess that's what he meant by consequences.
I questioned him about it, but this time he claimed they want to be put out on missions. Send us to the battlefield, he says.
Miller, enough is enough. You've protected him too much already. It's my turn to question him.
Protected?
What Eli's doing is issuing a threat. Comply with my demands or I'll respond with force. But it'll be war at this rate. Forks and soap aren't going to kill us, but some of them will end up dead. Is that what you want? Now, I hate to say it, but they want to be on the battlefield. It's time you gave up this fantasy.
Eli, he said they'd rise up against us if we bring the last kid back.
There, you see? Ignore his demands. Don't let him return to quarters. That attitude is contagious. We lose control over them for good.
For the time being, we've confiscated those handmade weapons. We're bumping up security and the number of psychiatric counselors. As for Eli...
He needs some very special care.
You mean solitary?
Well, we can't leave him in contact with the other kids. If you won't do it, I will. Boss, keep working on extracting those kids.
The kids you brought back to base have laid out the situation. They all escaped to each of their home villages, or were trying to get home, and lost their way. Not that homesickness is gonna explain everything we've seen.
Each of their home villages. They were trying to raise troops for the rebellion.
You really think these kids have an armed uprising in them?
You read the report of the security team member who had a rock thrown at him. There'll be a riot if we don't do something. And Miller, this is because you didn't act fast enough.
Fine. I'll admit you were right this time.
Seal off the kids' quarters from outside contact before it's too late.
All right.
Eli said his rebellion would start when the last kid is brought back, right? You better be ready to meet him head on if it really happens.
Yeah.
You should have left it to me in the first place.
Boss, they're just kidding. We have a responsibility to see that those kids make it. It's not about feeling protective or the pros and cons. I hate kids. That's exactly what I heard from the people who raised me. People who abandoned me, more like. That's the spark that kept me going, you know? I wanted to show those adults what I was made of. Wanted to get back at them one day. Before I knew it, I was all grown up. Never saw it coming. All of a sudden, people treated me as an adult. Some adult I turned out to be. But I feel like if my life had been different, if the adults I knew had been different, I could have grown up better. Yeah, that's it, all right. I wanted to use those kids to test that theory. That's all this was. From their point of view, I'm no different from the assholes who gave me a hard time. When this is all blown over, I'll talk it out with them. If that's still possible. Boss, there are still kids out there. Bring them back safe.
Boss, it's me. Eli's revealed what he wants. He wants to speak with you. With Big Boss. He just said, bring my father here. Eli's too smart for his own good. No way to tell what he's thinking. All we know for sure is his men are important to him. That means we can use the escaped kids as leverage in any negotiation. Once you've brought the last one back, I'll interrogate him. If the kids do rise up, we'll meet them full force. End of story. I didn't want things to turn out like this. We could have prevented it, but it's too late now. If Eli means to take this all the way, he's gonna force us to do the same. Boss, go get that last kid.
Alright, horse, it's been a while. Got a long way to go. There you are. Now we gotta find that kid.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Cover me! Fire at will!
Alright, so where's the kid? Oh, a diamond. What zombies? Oh, there you are.
A whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that. Boss, I've updated the mission list. We received a new job offer. The details are on your iDroid.
Well, before we do that, we must go to Mother Base. Because apparently Eli wants to have a chat with us. So, let's do it.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We received a new job offer. The details are on your iDroid.
The CFA are gearing up for a large-scale attack against Angola's MPLA government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the civil war will keep burning on, whether we accept this job or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers. I had my doubts at first, but I think we should take this job. Skullface is gone, but Cypher still remains. Competition with rival PFs will only get more intense. For us to survive, we need to expand our organization and get strong enough that no one can threaten us. So our only option is to fight and grow, and fight and grow.
Alright, first things first. You get a new outfit. Like, we haven't got any more of the cassette tapes for Eli and all them, so I'm assuming we gotta do this. Yep. That ain't good.
Hey.
Eyes on Kazuhira.
A message from the parasites.
What? That was weird. So we're not doing anything against Eli today.
Roger.
Alright.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
We'll continue to keep going. I feel like I need to make up for the last one. Alright. I feel like for this one, we're going to need stuff to blow up. And let's go. If it's a convoy we gotta stop, I have the equipment to do it, so.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Be careful down there, boss.
So they're all gonna come to this one location. grabbing the wrong thing. So that didn't work.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details. Nice work.
Goodbye.
You gotta extract him.
Oh, hell no.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hurry up.
iDroid information updated. That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles. Nice work. Keep it up. Just one target left.
Really?
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. That's an enemy gunship.
Don't try to take down a gunship, or we'll win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles. Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history. Target left. You gotta extract him. Good work. Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there. Roger.
Alrighty. I would say that was easy, but then I got shot and killed, so that was more of my stupidity on that matter. I should have got after the tank before I went after the helicopter.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Let's go.
Gaining altitude.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Departing.
Mission complete. Great work. Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else, too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
There we go.
Where is
I told you. Your father's not here.
he? They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. They'll even see the boss, too. But first, I need to know what you sent them to do.
They wanted to leave.
To their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick, then?
Not quite. Military warlords, PFs. The armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance?
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Oh, wow. So you're not down.
I'm not like you! Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahalanthropus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen. Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid. Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of this episode. Hopefully we'll get done as soon as we can. But I do appreciate y'all for watching, and if y'all have any questions, comments down below. If you want to subscribe or you want to like, that is up to you. I'm not here to beg for subscriptions or anything, because as I said in my older videos, I do this for a hobby. I don't get paid for it or anything. So, good night.